I'm going to be honest. Today's video did not work out the way that I'd initially planned it. I was initially planning to build a really cute, summer-themed pink camper van on the beach in Sulani, and somehow the idea grew from that into me building 2 food trucks on the beach in Sulani. I think these turned out really cute, so I wanted to take you along for the ride. So here we are in Sulani. We are starting to build our food trucks. Now you can see that I've already pulled out a few items from the debug menu, because when you're building things like this, I think that's really important, because if you're someone like me who doesn't really build things like this very often, you can often find yourself like searching through the debug catalog for what seems like ages, and I didn't want to put you all through that. Genuinely, I didn't. So I thought if I can get the main items situated, then it kind of takes the pressure off of me, and I won't feel as pressured while I'm filming, because it's when you hit record, I don't know whether it's just a me thing, but I like feel this pressure where I'm like, well, if I make a mistake, people are going to think I'm stupid, or they're going to be like, Rachel, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So yeah, when it comes to debug, I much prefer, if I've got an idea in my head, I much prefer pulling the items out that I know I'm going to need, and then it just makes me feel better. So we've got the little, okay, before anyone says anything, I'm fully aware that this is just a shell. At the time, not fully aware. Me building this yesterday and the day before, I did it over 2 days, I was fully thinking, this is all I need for your Sims to grab an ice cream. Fun fact, no it's not. This is just the shell. You actually need a bit in the middle where you're actually able to click it and hire a vendor for the lot, for someone to turn up and actually serve the ice cream. Now, with me not being much of a game player, I'm much more of a builder. I was not aware of this. I was not aware of this information at this moment in time, but not to worry, because at the end of the video, we are going to be doing a full walkthrough, and I am going to show you this lot functioning as it should be. We've got Kyle Kyleson already ready to go, and I'm really excited because it's been a labor of love. This build has been a labor of love. It really has, especially when it came to playtesting, because things like this, the vendor could not get into the van. I couldn't work out why they couldn't get into the van. Initially, I couldn't work out why I couldn't hire a vendor for the ice cream shell. Then I read on Reddit that you probably should go onto the gallery, and loads of people have already uploaded the shell plus the bit in the middle that actually makes it functional, which saved me probably countless hours trying to sift through debug again, trying to find a particular item for this build. So I was incredibly thankful for that. So the ice cream truck, the ice cream truck, the way it looks changes ever so slightly, just because of how I had to place things to make it actually functional. It still looks really cute, it still looks good, and in my opinion actually it probably looks better than it does here. But I love this because I was fully thinking like, oh yeah, this is gonna work, this is functional. I even put some glass doors. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, genuinely. The access for the back of this is in the back of the actual debug item, so I don't know why I didn't think, oh yeah, I need to put a door there for the vendor to actually get. Oh, look, it was just a whole thing. It was a whole thing. I don't want to like keep going on about it, because I did fix it in the end, and I did do it off camera. Didn't want to put you all through that, because quite frankly, last night when I was playtesting this, I was ready to just like rip my hair out. I was ready to rage quit this game, I swear. But I stuck with it, and it's a really nice place for your Sims to enjoy date night, or like teens to hang out with their friends and grab a bite to eat. There's like a street food cart near the pizza truck. We've got a bonfire, there's a grill, there's seating areas. We've got an on-site toilet, because I knew that would be important. Then of course you've got access to the ocean as well, which is super cute. And behind the pizza food truck, I actually put some pizza floaties out so that your Sims can like have some pizza and then go in the ocean and float out on a pizza floaty. So I thought it was kind of a cool idea. And then this is just me kind of trying to find some items that I thought would be, you know, relevant to an ice cream truck. This is my first time building this. Like I said, I'd initially planned on building a cute little camper van. I've been playing Outbound recently, and I think I was just super inspired to build one in The Sims. I've only ever built one once, and I actually ended up building a zombie apocalypse camper van, which I thought was quite fun. But yeah, the idea definitely developed into more of like a, oh, well, actually, I could build some food trucks, right? We could have like an ice cream one, we could have a pizza one with like some street food as well, and we could just make it a whole vibe. We can build it on the beach, you know, make it kind of summery. We are heading into summer where I am in the UK, we're about to head into summer, which I'm not ready for, but I'm trying to embrace each season. And one of the ways that I'm trying to do that is to build seasonal builds in The Sims and now Paralives, because we have added Paralives to our game list for the channel, if you like. So expect some more Paralives content. But yes, I'm trying to embrace all the seasons. So I've already got, I think, 2 more really cool ideas for the summer. Obviously, we're going to be building a lot more in the summer, but I've got initially 2 ideas that I'm really excited for. So yeah, I think it's going to be good. But I was expecting me to really enjoy the ice cream truck, which I do when I did. But honestly, the pizza truck kind of ended up stealing my heart a little bit. It really did. And honestly, I had no issues with getting it to function as a pizza truck. I added we've got like a little pizza vendor station. I'm not sure which pack it's from actually. I don't know if it's Get to Work or Businesses and Hobbies maybe. I put that in there. There were no issues whatsoever. I was like, oh, you've stolen my heart here. Pizza truck. And also off camera, I actually ended up adding a pizza floaty to the top of it, so it kind of looks like, it does look like a pizza floaty, like, let's be honest for a second, but I think the owner of the pizza truck is a little bit quirky, and they probably did put a pizza floaty on top of the truck. Like, I'm gonna be honest. And it was really funny as well, because when I was playtesting it, like, the pizza floaty moves even though it's not in the water. And look, don't ask me why I found that hilarious, but I did. So yes, I had a lot of fun with this building it, playtesting it, and now sharing it with you all. I'm really excited for this one. I don't know why. I'm just super excited. When I was playtesting this, I just thought, like I said a few minutes ago, like, bringing your Sims here for a date night, and it's just all the vibes. I even playtested it at night as well, which I'm gonna have to show you at the back end of this video. I'm gonna have to show you it at night, because it gives me like 80s vibes so bad, like Summerween. If you know, you know. Summerween 80s vibes. And I was, oh my goodness, I'm just so obsessed. And I'm actually, I don't know what I'm considering doing with these myself, but I need to try and utilize them like in some capacity, because they're just too good not to. And you might have also seen there, I actually went on the gallery as well and found some pizza art to try and decorate the van with a little bit. So I thought that was kind of cute. For some reason, I'm having trouble speaking today. I'm not entirely sure why. But yeah, the ice cream truck is pretty much done. Obviously, we end up adding some landscaping just to try and make it look a little bit more like in keeping with the surrounding area. I didn't want these food trucks to look like they pull up every day, like they drive off and pull up every day. I wanted these food trucks to look like they're basically part of the furniture. They're part of the beach. They haven't moved in quite some time. I think perhaps even the trucks were maybe abandoned, and a couple of Sims got together and were like, well, I'll turn one into an ice cream truck and you can renovate one and turn it to a pizza truck, and we'll just keep them here stationary on the beach. So we've got like some landscaping sort of growing around and underneath the trucks and things like that, which I thought was kind of cool. But yeah, they're pretty much set up shop. So they don't really, I'm just going to be honest with myself for a second, they don't really look like, you know, they're going to be on the road a lot. But if that's a storyline that you want to play out, that's absolutely fine. As I said at the beginning, these could be, like, you could put these in any world you want. It's a generic lot type, because I didn't really know what else to kind of define it as, to be honest. So it's a generic lot type. And like I said, it's a 50 by 40 lot, but the actual space that I took up is nowhere near 50 by 40. It just isn't. So I'd be really interested to see if anyone maybe puts them in Oasis Springs or Copperdale or like anywhere really, or if you really like where it is now and just keep it in Sulani. That's also really cool too. So this is where we start pulling out some debug. And as you can see, I've added a couple of ice cream cones from the debug menu from the Cool Kitchen Stuff pack. Now, they are real ice creams, so I don't know if they're going to spoil over time. I play tested this over a few days and I had no issues, so I'm going to assume that perhaps the ice creams don't actually spoil, which is great news, because obviously in my mind these are more like made of plastic. They're actual like sculptures. In The Sims they're not. In The Sims they're real ice creams, they're just sized up. But obviously in real life I'm thinking more like the ice cream vans or the ice cream shops that I've seen, especially like in the UK where we sell Mr. Whippy or 99s. Like the last time we had one was when I was in Whitby, a long time ago. But they had like a Mr. Whippy ice cream at the front. It's made of plastic, and that's kind of the vibe that I was going for with this. And I think it like now it looks great, but like I said, we do make some small changes. We just add some more detailing just to make it look a little bit more, I don't know, vibrant. I wanted the trucks to be quite contrasting as well. I wanted this to be really light and bright and colourful. And then the pizza truck, I wanted it to be a bit more like grungy and with like red and black. And it's quite nice to see the stark differences, but I think also they look really nice together as well. It's kind of interesting. But if there are any other food trucks that you want me to build, drop some comments down below, because I don't know perhaps if there's anything else that I could build in The Sims, or have we pretty much exhausted it now? We've done an ice cream truck and a pizza truck. I'm not sure, but it's just really nice for me to share these with you all. I'm very proud of them and I'm just excited. I always get really excited when I build something that's not a family house. I love building family houses, I love building family apartments, but when I do something that's a little bit more outside of my comfort zone and just a little bit more out there, I get really, really, really excited. So it's just this is no exception with these food trucks. And yeah, you're probably going to get sick of me sharing these across my social platforms if you haven't already, because I actually finished these yesterday and I've already posted about them twice over on Instagram and X for that matter. So if you're getting sick of me, I do apologize. But yes, now for some reason as well, the game didn't freeze or anything, but for some reason my recording software kept flipping back to the desktop. Not entirely sure why that was happening, but it was a little bit irritating. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm just lucky that the recording software didn't stop or didn't show snips of the desktop, because I've had that before and I've had to edit it out and it's just like, it's such a ball ache. So yeah, for some reason I was just having issues. And then while I was sifting through the debug menu to try and find stuff for the pizza truck, I found these like little fences. I think they're from high school years, just the debug menu from high school years if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know why I put them there. I thought maybe like when they close up shop, they can drag one to the front and like it stops people accessing the business, quote unquote, when no one's there. I don't know why I did it, but I did it nonetheless. I also sized up the truck just a little bit more because the actual build itself is quite big, because obviously I had to make room for the ice cream parlor on the back. And like I don't know whether that looks good or not. The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm like, oh, maybe it doesn't look as good as I don't know. I need to stop looking at it, because every time I do this, I just pick apart my builds and I'm like, oh no, don't do that, Rachel. And then I was just checking sizes, because I wanted the food trucks to be the same size. I didn't want one to be bigger than the other, because I wanted them to kind of balance, you know, have this really nice balance between them on the beach. So I'm just checking what size I actually landed on with the tool mod, because I used the tool mod a little bit in these builds. Not like, I don't think I overused them at all, but I definitely had to use them in parts just to kind of get across that truck feel, you know. But yeah, I'm telling you now, it took me the longest time to work this out as well. I actually had to go back and watch my zombie apocalypse video to work out how I actually managed to do this part, because I was like, well, when you're building on the beach, it automatically puts the build on a foundation because of the water, I'm assuming. It does make sense, but obviously when you're building something like this, you're a bit like, oh, why does it have to be so difficult? So you have to like build a room and then build a room on top, delete the room underneath, and then shimmy the room on top over and then lower it. It's very fiddly, it's very finicky, and the only reason it looks like it didn't take me long at all to do is because I practiced this about 3 or 4 times before I started filming. Because like I said, my zombie apocalypse camper van, I think I built that 2 or 3 years ago at this point, which is frightening. It's such a frightening thought that that's how long it's been since I built that camper van. Like, it's insane. But I had to go back and watch it, and I was like, oh, that's how I did it. Okay, that's fine. And then I was all good. But the ice cream truck is pretty much done, apart from adding just some more details here and there as and when we find them. But now we're working on the pizza truck. And like I said, this has stolen my heart. This little truck has absolutely stolen my heart. And I've just realized as well, this little pizza stand is actually from the university expansion pack, because I've just seen the icon. So I was wrong. I was completely wrong. Like I said at the beginning, I had no issues with this truck whatsoever. I had no issues with access. This was the easiest one, and this was honestly the one that I was least excited for. Before I started building, I was like, oh yeah, pizza truck, okay, yeah, whatever. And I love pizza in real life, so I don't know why I was thinking that. I also love ice cream, but that's by the by. That's maybe why I decided to do a pizza truck and an ice cream truck, because they're like my 2 favorite things in the entire world. Pizza and ice cream just go hand in hand, you know, which I think is really funny. We could do a hot dog one. We could do like a proper, like a street food one, because like I said, we do have a street food cart at the back of this van. Because I wanted you to have different options for your Sims. Like, you don't just have to have pizza or ice cream. You can get street food, you can grill burgers, like there's different things that you can do. But yeah, this one was the one that I was least excited for. And honestly, in the end, after I'd added all the details and everything like that, I really did fall in love with it. I also off camera put some graffiti on the back of it, because I think potentially, like, I don't know, like there's just some graffiti on the back. I thought it was quite fitting. I tell you where might be a really nice place for these to be, and it's San Myshuno in City Living. I'm not entirely sure which lot you would put them on, but I think these would look amazing there with like the cityscape in the background. Yes, the only reason I decided to build on a beach lot is because we're entering summer. And like I was explaining at the beginning, I'm really trying to embrace summer specifically this year. I always embrace Halloween and, you know, autumn and winter and Christmas, but I do struggle more with summer just because I don't like being too warm. But I think, like I was saying, it's just a really nice opportunity for me to try and get excited about summer, is by building stuff like this in The Sims, which I think is really cool. Anyway, this is when the van starts to kind of come together, the truck, sorry, and I'm gonna be honest again here, because for the longest time I've seen people use these little flags, right? And I know that I've seen them in Copperdale. So in my head, I know they're in the debug menu from High School Years. Have I been able to find them for however long High School Years has been out? No, but I was on a mission. Before I started on my pizza truck. I was like, those flags would look so cute on this truck, so I'm going to find them. I'm going to find those flags. And I did. I found them, and I was so excited about it. So I kind of put them to one side before I started filming, because I was like, I'm not taking my eye off you. Now I know where you are. I'm going to be using them a little bit more as well. And I also need to tell you about an idea that I've got for a lot, because I need to gauge everybody's reaction, everybody's excitement levels, or whether it's just a stupid idea. I want to build a Summerween fair that your Sims can go to in the summer. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Summerween, but basically Summerween is where you do Halloweeny things during the summer. So you watch slasher movies, and you know, you enjoy sort of Halloween and autumnal decor and stuff like that. And I've seen so many times on TikTok and Instagram Reels, and like people going to these fairs, and they always mention Summerween. And so I'm thinking, well, I could try and build one in The Sims, maybe, because we could have a food truck on there for sure. We could have a food truck there, but I don't really know what we'd have. I'd want to put the Ferris wheel from High School Years there, sure, Like, for sure I would. But then, you know, I know that there's plenty of activities that you can do, but I just want to gauge everyone's reaction, because it's something that I'll need to plan out. It's something that I'm going to want to get done before summer's over. So if you want me to build a Summerween fair, let me know in the comments down below. I just really like to gauge everybody's excitement level and reaction to that. But yeah, here we are, just adding some details to our little pizza truck. Like, it already looks good, but it just gets better and better and better the more we add to it, if I do say so myself. Like, I've always wanted to build like a pizzeria in The Sims, and I've never gotten around to doing it because there's a couple of different reasons. First of all, I'm not too good with community lots. Secondly, I'm not too good at building restaurants. And thirdly, and most importantly, if you ever decide to Google pizzeria Sims 4, oh my goodness, like the pizzerias that people have built, are you kidding me? They are beautiful, they are stunning, and I know that nothing that I build is ever going to be as good as that. So I just think, why would I bother? Like, why would I bother doing it? Which is like definitely the wrong mentality to have, because I don't know what mine's gonna look like. Mine might end up looking really good. I don't know. But yeah, like they're the three reasons. But yeah, it's just nice that I've actually managed to build something pizza themed in The Sims 4, and I'm thrilled. I'm genuinely thrilled that I've been able to do this. As someone who loves pizza as much as I do, yes, and I'm going to start a controversial discussion topic as well. I love ham and pineapple pizza. It's not my favourite. It used to be. It's not my favourite. Now I'm partial to pepperoni, and I've got a new obsession in vegetarian pizza. So basically it's just like a bunch of fresh vegetables on a margherita pizza. I am utterly obsessed at the moment. Utterly obsessed, especially pizzas from Domino's. Like, they're expensive, but they're so good, honestly. And so yeah, I mean, I'm very into pepperoni and vegetarian pizza at the moment. And now I keep saying pizza, and now I really want pizza, so I need to stop, because I've already got tea sorted for tonight. I don't need pizza on the brain. I just don't. So but yeah, what are your thoughts? Pineapple on pizza? Yes or no? It often causes a bit of a divide. There's team yes, and there's team absolutely not. There's never a team, oh, I'm not really sure. Like, you either know or you don't. I personally love it. Love it. But yeah, it's just thought I'd start a bit of a controversial topic in the comments, because why not? Why not? So yeah, you can see the food trucks are looking pretty good at the moment. Really, all we do now is just add some more detailing, some more landscaping, some more, I just guess detailing and clutter, and anything that I kind of came across in the catalogue and I thought, oh, that would look really good there. So for example, I was sifting through some signs from City Living, because I knew that we got some really good signs in that pack. And I also put a fire extinguisher here because I don't know, it just seemed fitting. And I actually found, I think I'm about to pull it out now, looking at the footage. I actually found a sign, and it has pizza on it. I was, look, are you kidding me? Like, hello? Honestly, I was celebrating so much when I found that. I was like, are you kidding me? That is so awesome. So I was like, yeah. Other than the pizza art that I got from the gallery, everything else is just from the game itself. It's almost like the game just wants us to build pizza things. Like, it really is. And like I said, putting the floaty, basically where I've put it, you'll see at the end when we do the walkthrough, but where I've put it, it's like leaning, because I had to use the tool mod, and it freaked me out because I've never leaned anything backwards before successfully. Never leaned anything backwards before successfully, so it freaked me out, so I had to do it off camera, which I'm a bit upset about actually, because it didn't really take me that long to figure it out. But yeah, the floaty's just on top of the red and white parasol thing over the archway. It looks so good. But yeah, we put like a big industrial grill here, and then we put like a smaller grill as well, just at the back of the truck, but we do end up keeping that. And like I said, we added the street food stall. I can't remember which pack that's from. I'm going to have to try and have a really good look when we pull it out the catalogue. But I just thought, you can't really have too many different places for your Sims to grab a bite, you know? Because if for any reason you can't hire a vendor, which you can, you absolutely can, or if for any reason you don't want to hire vendors, I still wanted your Sims to be able to enjoy the atmosphere that this lot has to offer. And so they can grill their own food, or they can get food from the vendor on the, oh yeah, but you've still got to have a vendor, haven't you? For the, yeah, okay, so you still need a vendor. But yeah, I just thought, scrap what I was about to say. But yeah, we've still got the grills, so if your Sims don't want to hire vendors, or they don't have the money to hire vendors, that's absolutely fine as well. But yeah, this is when I'd also kind of realized, I was like, oh, that the roof trim just wasn't looking quite right. So I actually pulled out this one from Businesses and Hobbies, which I do use quite a lot actually, because it's two-toned and it looks kind of three-dimensional, which I really like. But now what we're doing is we're just sifting through the catalogue again, trying to find a few more like decorative bits to kind of stick on. I do end up removing this one though. I don't like, I put it down and I was hesitant initially just because it's a chair. Like I would have that in a diner rather than a pizza truck, but it does stay there for now until I realized, I was like, yeah, no, I don't actually like that. Then I was like, oh, hang on a minute, I think we need some lighting out here, because I feel like this is potentially the sort of place, yeah, you can visit it during the day and it'd be amazing and it'd be really nice. You could have a beach day here and really set up shop, but like coming here at night is just, honestly, it's so special. I can't even tell you. Like, it looks really, really good. So I just thought we kind of need some more lights. And then I also play around a little bit more with tool mod, because I wanted to put some stickers on the windows for the ice cream truck as well. And then I'm just trying to remember what else we do. I know for sure I add bonfire, toilets. We've got like a bigger seating area in front of the ice cream truck, as well as the two smaller tables. We've got a couple of chairs on each of the, I'm going to call them decks, off of the trucks as well, because then your Sims can just chill out. I also added some wall speakers to each of the vans too, so that your Sims can kind of enjoy some music while they're here, which I thought was really nice. I also remembered from the outdoor retreat pack, I'm pretty sure this red table's from, I thought, oh, I remember we've got this and this would look so good out here, because I'm feeling like if someone is grilling, they'd maybe be reaching for some ketchup or some cutlery / utensils or whatever. So I do end up cluttering this up just a little bit. And then it was really funny actually, because I actually got Kyle Kyleson to order a pizza, and then he put it down and it went like moldy really, really quickly, because like not enough people were on the lot. Which I don't know if that's anything to do with me or just because of the time of night that it was, but there weren't enough people on the lot and I just kind of forgot the pizza was there, and I could see this green kind of coming from somewhere, and I was like, where has he put this pizza and why is it green? I knew it was the pizza, I just couldn't find out. I just couldn't figure out, where it was, and it was like hidden under one of the trucks, and I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But yeah, I was initially thinking, oh, he'll probably just put the pizza on this table, and then I realized, I was like, well, why would he? There's no room. Because I cluttered it up. Like, I didn't clutter it up, there's only 3 or 4 items I think that end up being on there anyway. But yeah, he didn't have any space. And then I also realized, oh, we need some bins here as well. So I ended up adding some bins, which was super important, because obviously if any food does go nasty, your Sims can just kind of chuck it away and not have to carry it with them back home to then throw it away. So I added a couple of bins, one in front of the food truck, the pizza truck, and then one in front of the ice cream truck as well. And then I think pretty much anything else we do is just landscaping and detailing, as I said. But now that I'm looking at them here, the way that I change things at the end, I was really trying not to change too much, because obviously I knew I wasn't going to film it, and so I didn't want to change too much, because then you might be looking at it and going, whoa, like this looks completely different. But this sign here, oh my goodness, I think that's from the Party Essentials kit. I was like, it kind of looks like a little sign that you would see at a cupcake shop, but I like the butterfly one, but I do end up changing it out for a different swatch, which I just think fits the ice cream vibe a little bit better, because I wanted to imagine that like perhaps they had, I don't know, today's specials on each of the boards. So the ice cream truck has this one, and then the pizza truck has that little red one. I think it's from City Living, and I thought maybe they had like a pizza special on or something like that, and then maybe like the same thing was with the ice cream. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. I also feel like one of their best-selling ice creams is probably bubblegum ice cream. My favorite ice cream flavor like of all time, I think, I'm pretty basic, is mint choc chip. I love how refreshing it is, but I also really love bubblegum ice cream. bubblegum flavored ice cream. It reminds me of being a kid. Like when I used to go to the ice cream truck, I always used to get like something that was bubblegum flavored. Like loads of kids probably did that. And then I also love like pretty much any flavor of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, just for real. Like if my husband buys me a tub of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, like I used to be able to eat a tub of Ben & Jerry's ice cream in one sitting. That's the thing of the past. So now it'll last me like maybe a few days. And does he see any of it? No. He absolutely does not. He always says to me, you are like, Ben & Jerry's is not safe in your presence. And I'm like, well, I know, so stop buying it for me then. Like, and then I won't eat it. If it's not in the freezer, I'm not going to eat it. But yeah, and then this is when we start to add a bit more landscaping, because I was thinking, okay, the beach area is looking a little bare. It's looking a little bare there. So I just pull out basically like replicas of what we've got going on under each of the trucks, as well as a few more like bushes and trees and things like that. So it's really nothing too special, but yeah, I think it just helps kind of fill the space up a little bit more. And we also end up doing some terrain paint as well. I think looking back, I'm not entirely sure why I did that, just because I'm not really sure it makes much sense in the fact that we're on sand. And I feel like, but look, it looks fine. It looks absolutely fine. I'm not sorry that I ended up adding the terrain paint, but like, I think realistically, why would we have like dirt tracks on sand? Like you wouldn't. Technically it's a sand track from the menu, but yeah, why would it be there? But anyway, I digress. It's fine. It's all good. I also ended up adding, and I didn't realize this, I added the toilets from the horse ranch pack because I couldn't really figure out what else, like which other like portable toilets, quote unquote, would fit with the vibe of this kind of food truck beach lot that's not run down necessarily, but it's not high end either. And I didn't realize that the one from Horse Ranch has flies all around it. I was howling. I was absolutely howling. I was like, oh, there must be a different one. And then I was like, do you know what? No, embrace the flies. It's all good. It's fine. And I've also sorry, just remembered, I end up adding, why can I not speak today? I am so sorry. I did a telescope as well. I was just trying to think of different activities that would be good for a lot like this. If I've missed anything, or if there's something that you think would be suitable, and if you do decide to download it, just please feel free to make any amendments that you see fit. It's absolutely fine. It's not a problem. So yeah, there's probably something that I've missed, and someone will be like, oh, you should have added this activity, and I'll go, oh yeah, I definitely should have done that. There'll be something that I've missed. There definitely will be. And then I was like, oh, we need to add some more windows around the back, because whilst I don't think you and your Sims are going to spend too much time around the back of these food trucks, I didn't want to just leave them plain. I wanted it to look like I'd, put a bit of effort into it. You put all the effort into the front. I didn't want there to be no effort gone into it whatsoever with the sides and the back. So yeah, we ended up adding some more windows. And like I said, the graffiti on the back of the pizza one I thought was such a nice touch. I think the owner of this one is a lot more laid back than the owner of the ice cream truck. I think just thinking about the different personalities, that's why there's no graffiti on the ice cream one, because I feel like if there had have been at any point, the owner has scrubbed that off, because they've been like, absolutely not on my watch, not on my business, thank you very much. But the pizza truck person's just like, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter, it's functional, it's fine, we're still here, we can still run the business, it's not a problem. So yeah, thought that was a really nice idea. And then I remembered we had these really cool, I don't know what plants they are, they look like, I used to have one that looked kind of similar, and I can't remember what I called it. It died, obviously, because I can't keep plants alive to save my life. Anyway, doesn't matter. I remembered they were in the debug menu from the Island Living pack, so I was like, okay, cool. I added a cooler as well from the Outdoor Retreat pack, because your Sims can also grab snacks. I believe they can grab snacks from there, and they can also use it as a place to store food. I believe. I'm not entirely sure. I was going to add this, and then I was like, I mean, I could have put it in, but I was more interested in putting a bonfire here, to be honest. Because I feel like maybe you could light a bonfire, you could, like, this would look so cool if your Sims lit some fireworks. I'm trying to work out what I want to show at the end of the video when it comes to playtesting it, because I think setting off some fireworks would just look absolutely incredible on this lot. So maybe we'll do that, or maybe I'll share that in a different video. I'm not entirely sure, we shall see. But yeah, now we're just adding the toilets here. And then I think all that's left to do is just add the terrain paint, if I'm not mistaken. I was struggling for the longest time to find one that I thought would be suitable. So I did land on this one from the Horse Ranch pack. And I put some landscaping around it so that it doesn't look like it's completely out of place. But if there's one that you think is more suitable, please feel free. But I knew that people would be coming for me and yelling at me if I hadn't have put some toilets on this lot. Like, I get it. If your Sims are going to be here for a long time and they need the toilet, like, you know, you are quite right. So I was like, I definitely need to add some toilets here. So I made sure to do that. But yeah, the flies around it, I was like, please, Horse Ranch, what are you doing? It was so funny. But yeah, landscaping around here to make it look like it's in keeping with the rest of the lot. And then I'm pretty sure all we do now is just add some items, rearrange some items, and then we go for the terrain paint. I also had a telescope. I don't know if I've mentioned that. I'm at a loss for words today. I can't remember what I've talked about, what I haven't talked about, but I do add a telescope. Just another activity for you Sims to get involved with, which I thought was kind of nice. And the Sims were using it as well, which I thought was really nice when I was playtesting this. Sims were using it. And this is the street food stall. Yes. Is this from Businesses and Hobbies? I can't see it. Oh no, it's from Lovestruck. Do you know what? I would not have even thought that this was from Lovestruck. It's from Lovestruck, and you Sims can order some really cool street food. So I thought I'll put that near the pizza truck, and it's just giving off the right vibe. What can I say? It's just giving off the right vibe, and I love it. I do genuinely love it. I think the only amendments we make, like I said, I add a bigger table into the front of like the ice cream truck. And then, like, obviously I had to make some changes to the actual ice cream truck itself to make it functional, because if I hadn't have changed anything, people would have been coming for me like, Rachel, this is not functional whatsoever. I wanted to make sure it was fully functional, so I was like, yeah. Oh, and then I also had this little sea turtle sign. I'm not really sure why, but I thought it was cute. I just thought it was really nice. And I also add a bike, I think, leaning on the ice cream truck as well, if I'm not mistaken. Do I add a bike? Yeah, I think from the Businesses and Hobbies pack, it's like the rainbow one. I just thought it was really cute and fit with the overall vibe. But yeah, we just pretty much finish up the landscaping here. I don't think there's too much else that we do, to be honest. And I'm reluctant to check the footage because it'll mean that, like, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll try and stick till the very end of this. And I think all I really do now is just try and find some more sort of decorative pieces, but you can see that look at that slice of pizza. Look at that slice of pizza on there. That is so funny. And initially I was like, oh, maybe I should add some rocks from the Island Living debug menu. My god, they're huge. They are huge rocks. So I was like, okay, well, I'll stay away from them. Thank you very much. So this is where the terrain paint goes on. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's fine, but does it make sense? I'm not sure. It's all right though. It's okay. My heart was in the right place at the time. It really was. It's perfectly fine. So, but I think that's pretty much it for like the building process part of the video. So what we'll do now is we will hop on in game, and I am going to show you how this lot functions, how it works, and we'll just have a really good time with it. Right, here we are with Kyle Carlson with our food trucks in Sulani. Is he just going to order an ice cream by himself? Is he really? Oh no, he's just chatting. Right, let's order an ice cream. Let's have a mint choc chip. That's my favorite. Here he is ordering his ice cream. Like, look at this view. Ordering his ice cream with this view. Yes, living the dream. Oh, I'm obsessed with this. It's so good. Okay, let's eat your ice cream, Kyle. Oh, he's gonna sit on that little chair and eat it. Look at him vibing. What's it? Oh, did you get brain freeze? Oh, we got brain freeze. Oh, poor Kyle. Oh, that ice cream looks so good. Oh, I really want some mint choc chip ice cream right now. We're not done yet. We're gonna have a look. Like, so the street food cart's here. So you can order drinks from here as well. So spicy hot chocolate, and then also you can order different types of food. You can grill here as well. Oh, oops, wrong one. You can grill. So like all the stuff, campfire spuds on the grill. Oh, that sounds so good right now, honestly. And then of course we can have a pizza as well. So I think I might get him to come and order some pizza. Should we just go with pepperoni? Single serving. We'll go with a single serving this time because what happened to our pizza last time was that it went moldy and I don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to order some pizza from our food truck. Come on, Kyle. And then we're going to wait for nighttime so that I can show you this place at night because it is gorgeous. We'll light the bonfire and we'll just have a really good time. Yeah, like you can, why do I keep clicking on that? You can grill here as well. Like, I think it's just the same thing that you can grill, but I thought it just kind of fit. It fit with the vibe. If there are a lot of Sims here, obviously I'm just trying to tick all the boxes. So where's he going to sit? Please sit here. Yes, Kyle. That's what I'm talking about. Look at him go. This is such a vibe, honestly. And I know that like the actual, you know, vendor bits themselves look a bit strange inside. But ultimately, you know, like we're here for the overall vibe. We're not going to be like peeking in or anything like that. Well, I'm not anyway. If you want to, then that's absolutely fine. Look, here are the pizza floaties at the back, as well as the graffiti as well. What are you doing? Is it? Where's he going? Talk about eco lifestyle with your pizza. Right. Yep. This is fantastic. I also added this, but like looking back, I'm a bit like, why? I'm not sure, but I kind of like it. The sun is setting. Can we just like take a moment to appreciate the sunset and our pizza and ice cream trucks? I love this. I love this so much. I really hope you and your Sims have a good time here. That was my main goal, was for you and your Sims to come here and just have a really, really good time. I'm going to get Kyle to... What's he doing? Oh, he's going to throw that away. That's fine. Throw that away first. And then we're going to light the bonfire in preparation for nighttime. Look at the flies. So I'm not lying. Look at the flies. Kind of kills the mood a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. So we're going to get Kyle to light this bonfire. And then we will wait for nighttime so I can show you what this looks like at night. I'm so excited. Honestly, I'm absolutely thrilled with this. And just... you know, while we're waiting, let's just have a quick overall look because I feel like we just kind of ordered the bits and I'm like, right, okay, that's done. But we didn't, I don't think I gave you like a proper tour. So obviously I had to make a little bit of adjustments for this to make it functional, but I still think it looks good. I definitely did I have to make this a bit bigger as well? It's fine. I also took the ice cream cones off of the top here just because I thought it was a bit much. So I took them off there and kept the ones here. Like, you can throw them away, but they don't spoil, which is good. Oh, and then this table is also new. Like, I added this because I thought it might be nice for, like, larger parties of Sims to have, like, a bigger table. So that's why we put that there. Bonfire. Right, let's get this. Let's add some fuel to this. Come on, add fuel to the fire, Kyle. Yep. I want to make it big. Add fuel. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, my goodness. Someone's going to get burned here, aren't they? Look at this though. Look at this. I am loving this so much. Genuinely loving it. I'm going to just speed up time a little bit so that we can see what this looks like at nighttime. Because I need you all to see it. I just do. I need you all to see it. I need you all to be part of it. The sun is going down. It's only 6 o'clock. Okay. I might speed up time and then I'll might meet you back here when it's actually dark. Right, okay, so I think it's pretty much nighttime at the beach, and this is what our food trucks look like at nighttime. They just light up the entire area, and I think they look really, really good. The bonfire's still going, the Sims doing push-ups, like everyone's just having a great time. They really are. So yeah, I wanted to show you kind of what it looked like. But yes, I really hope you enjoyed this build because I had the best time building this. I really did. But yes, if you'd like to download this build, it's available from the gallery right now. My origin ID is RachelPedd. Tray files, as always, are linked down in the description box just below. You can get them from SimFileShare. But thank you so much everyone for joining me here today. I really hope you enjoyed this one. You all take care and I will see you all again very soon. Bye.